Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Sit down, please. Sit down. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Whoa, what a great day it's been. Yeah, I've been on the phone for the last 2.5 hours talking to a friend. She was depressed, and I'm talking heavily depressed. And we talked for quite a while, and I kept thinking about the whole world and everybody right now, and the quarantine and what we're going through, and in relationships and communication, all the things that we talk about, the things that I teach from the wisdom that I do have. But this is a really important thing to talk about. I want to first explain to her as her perception, as you could relate when you are sad or depressed. She was only thinking about thoughts that were negative, being hurt by somebody, somebody not calling them back and not being honest and cheating on them, or whatever it may well be. She kept talking about the negativity and the events, the sequence of events that caused the depression, which I listen to. I understand. The wisdom that I've obtained, which, by the way, you know what wisdom is? It's not just knowledge. People say wisdom is knowledge. No. Wisdom is knowledge applied. Knowledge applied. So as I'm on the phone speaking to her, her name is Sophia, I said to her, listen, please listen to me. It's important to listen to me. I explained a few things, and she said, I know. I said, I'm not questioning the fact if you know or not. It's not just enough to know. You have to take action and do. Wisdom is knowledge applied. If wisdom was simply knowledge, there'd be no application. It would be senseless. It'd be a word with no meaning, no depth, no content. She kept talking about the same thing over and over and over again. So I asked her a basic question. I said, listen, honey, I know you drink protein drinks. And she goes, yes, wondering what I'm getting at. And I said, do you believe that what you put in the blender is what you get out? She said, yes. No delay, no skepticism, no hesitation. Yes. I said, okay, good. So you go in the kitchen and you go ahead and you put in your protein into the blender, maybe some eggs for some little bit more protein in there, right? You can put in some strawberries or bananas and ice, and whatever you put in the blender is what you're going to get out. Now, not to be depictive or gross, I'm just going to try to make this nicely. You put other things in the blender, things that shouldn't have been in there, things that are just terrible to taste, that are disgusting to even put in there, uneven fathomable that a human being would even consume that, and drink the crap. You put crap in the blender, you get crap out of the blender. You put good into the blender, you get good out. So you have to understand, and it's important. I said to her, honey, listen to me again. You own your mind. It does not own you. Because she kept saying, well, I keep thinking this, and my mind. No. It's, by the way, all of us own our minds. And you have to understand that whatever you put in your mind isn't what you have to get out. I say it to you again. Whatever you put in the mind isn't what you have to get out. What you have to do is put in place the filter. The filter I talked about. The filter right here. Negative comes in, positive comes out. Negative comes in, positive comes out. I said to her, I have done depression. You have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, the depression that I've challenged in my life. And I'm not crying to anyone, because I look back at all the agony I've been through, and even this last year, the agony has been immense. But it's not the situation. It's what you do with it. So I asked her, I said, Sophia, let me ask you a basic question. Do you enjoy being depressed? Does it make you feel better? Does it excite you to be proactive and do things every day? Or wait a minute, whoa. Or does it hurt you? Does depression sabotage your own self? Yes, of course it does. Negative into the mind, negative into the thoughts, expressed depression. You have the power from your mind to get out of a depression knowing how bad it is to be in it. I say it again. You'll know how getting out of a depression is when it's just so bad you can't be in it anymore, you don't want to do. Listen, my music teacher, Miss Trombley, whom I met in high school at age 15, she was walking down the hallway, and I knew she was in charge of the drama. But I was playing football, and I don't do no drama. I ain't, you know what I'm telling you? So I opened the door for her, and she walks up. She's only 5 foot tall, pretty heavy set. And she looks at me, and she goes, "So you believe in chivalry?" Well, I didn't even know what it meant. I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Why did you hold the door for me?" I said, "To be a gentleman." She goes, "That's what I'm saying." And she said, "You're very special. I want you to come in to the drama class tonight." I said, "I have football." She goes, "Come after football practice." And we would talk. I don't know if you've ever met anybody that looked into your eyes and they knew everything about you, who you were, what you were going to become. So it's important because it sparked me into the realization that your mind is your heart. Yeah, the heart is a muscle. And I love to refer to the heart all the time as where the feelings come from, but it's not true. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but the mind creates the emotion, creates the feeling, creates the outburst of whatever it may well be. I told her also that every morning when you get out of bed, you have the choice of 2 handles. The handle of anxiety or the handle of enthusiasm. And with your choice, so will be your day. With your choice, so will be your day. So I continued the conversation, but I realized it wasn't happening. I said, "Have you ever been to a pet shop?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "Have you ever seen the hamsters?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "What are they doing?" She goes, "They're running around in that wheel over and over." And I said, "How many miles do you think they run a day?" She said, "I have no idea." I said, "Let's say they run 100 miles a day." She goes, "Oh, I believe that." I said, "How far do they get?" And there was silence. I said, "You're a hamster. And you're spinning your wheels in a snowbank. You keep going over the same negative thoughts, the same sequences that have made you depressed. You said you hate depression, but you're going to feed your mind what it needs to stay in depression." I find that contradictory. That don't make sense to me. I've been down there before. I know you, when you feel depressed, I know many of you do feel depressed, and I don't want any credit for this, but I've been to the depths of hell. To the depths of hell. Wanting to not even exist anymore. And guess what? I pulled myself out, and I realized one specific thing. If you can pull out, you can stay out. If you can get out of the depression, which you can if you listen to me. If you listen to me right now, and you start immediately tomorrow morning when you wake up, thinking positive thoughts to create positive feelings, to cause positive emotions, to cause positive results. The law of attraction. You think it's fake? Have you ever walked into a place you've been before, met someone you've seen in your mind and you met? Yes, you've done that. The law of attraction. What you project is what you bring in. What you think will come. I don't want to do depression. She doesn't want to do depression. You don't want to do depression. Then let's not. We have a choice. God gave us a choice. God has a plan for everyone. I appreciate that, and I believe He believes in us. But God gave us the power to make our own plan, to exist in a positive world. And sometimes, let me tell you a secret. Sometimes it takes finding someone worse off than you. And there are many out there, trust me. And I can tell you so many stories from the military that will make you understand that you've seen things and where people are now. And they're still happy despite all their challenges, whether it's physical or emotional, whatever it may well be. It's a challenge every day. And we have so much to be thankful for. A miracle of the moment, a miracle of the day, a miracle of life, a miracle of a world that is crazy and destroying itself, but simultaneously we live in our own world. Don't let the external world control your internal emotions. Don't do it. Because the external world doesn't love you. Doesn't care for you. It's just a thing. Don't let the external world control your internal emotions, or I guarantee you will fail. You will fail. But there's nothing wrong with failure. It's not the failure that concerns me, it's what you do with it. For every failure, for every adversity lies within it a seed of equal or greater benefit to grow from. Failure is part of success. Failure develops character if you deal with it properly. But you could live in failure and get depressed. You could think of negative things and stay depressed. You can wake up every day feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, poor me. Poor me. This is what I don't have. This is what I want that I don't have. Whoa. What about what you do have? Come on, people. You know that it only takes this to get out of depression. So let's slow down. Let's just say this. Whatever you put in the blender is what you're going to get out. Whatever thoughts come in here that are negative, bring them out positive and create a filter for the moment. Exist knowing that nothing outside of you can hurt you or affect you or make you react. And let's talk about it really quickly. React. Yes, as human beings, we get 7 seconds to react to something, but then you kick in the filter. You kick in the filter and make it good. Make it, you know what? There's a reason for everything. No, that is a lie. Who come up with that? There's a reason for everything. No, you know what? There's not a reason for people dying right now. The virus killing people. There's not a reason for that. Okay? You make a reason for that. We have to be creative. And people say, oh, why does God do this? What? Listen, you'll hear a lot of preachers and pastors, evangelists and ministers say, this is God punishing us for sin. Listen, I don't want to play that right now. Let me tell you what. God gave us life. He doesn't take life. Not to me. He gave us life. He doesn't take life. It's just a bad day. We're in charge of the choices. We're in charge of what happens in our lives. He gave us the miracle of life. Leave him alone. Depression, as Trombley said on the phone a few years ago, and she passed, and I miss her. And I can think of missing her in a way that makes me sad. But then I think of the wisdom she gave me and the love she has for me. And yes, she's in heaven. But you know, when she was here, I saw her once in a while. But in heaven, I see her and feel her all the time. She's in my heart. She's in my mind. My mind is my heart. I love you, Miss Trombley, and thank you for teaching me what you've taught me, letting me believe in myself and what I can do to help the world and help the people, because that's what we're going to do. And I told Sophia on the phone, she goes, what are you trying to do? I said, I'm not trying anything. That's a waste of time. Do it or don't. Don't try it. I said, I'm going to change the world. And she said, how are you going to change the world? I said, one person at a time. One person at a time. And that starts with you. Right now, right here, right in front of me. Don't do depression. Miss Trombley said, I don't do depression. I asked her, I was depressed. I called her, I said, Miss Trombley, what do you do when you get depressed? She goes, Paul, I don't do depression. Period. Don't do depression. Come out of it with me. Be thankful for what you have in your life. Surround yourself with positive people, people that care for you, that you know you can trust. Create a circle around you. Create a circle about so big, and inside that circle, put people that you truly, truly love, and that if anything happened to them, it would affect you. Of course, you'd make it a positive thing. I'll teach you how to do that. But yes, we understand. It affects you, right? There's another circle that's a little wider that are kind of like, I call them acquaintances. They're friends, but they're kind of friends. You talk to them once in a while, but they're in an outside circle. The third circle is just acquaintances and strangers and people you've met. They can't hurt you. Second level can't hurt you. First level has an effect on you. It can hurt you. But again, you'll deal with your mind and your thoughts. The loss of something always leaves the gain of more, if you allow it to be. That's it for now. I could talk all night, but I'm going to tell you all out there, and my veterans, my fellow veterans, stay in touch with me. I'm here for you. I'm here for everybody. And I just want you to know I love you and I care for you. And I'm here to inspire you, motivate you, and give you whatever wisdom I got. And I'm going to keep doing that. That's it for now. You know what I'm going to say. Excuse me. You can get anything you want out of life if you help enough other people get what they want. And a miracle is nothing more, nor is it anything less than faith in what we truly believe in. And success, to me, is simply bridging the gap between your dreams and your realities. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. I love you all. God bless you. Don't do depression. Be happy. Choose the choice of enthusiasm in the morning and make today a brand new day. God loves you. You take care of yourselves. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.